husband has a nice balance as far as his business and his family, and I know that's a really difficult thing for people to do.
Mike shares a common goal with us, and that is putting the client first. He is committed to doing the right thing for the client. His integrity is beyond question, and he really functions in the best interest of the client.
I promise you, if you listen to me, you'll get twice as good. Practice twice as good. Because guess how you're going to play? Just like you practice. If you practice sloppy, you're going to play sloppy. Whenever you throw, every time, every throw, the rest of your life, throw at a target.
I'm Mike Daly from Hamersville, Ohio. Our business and our home is on a 65-acre farm, 20-acre lake, skeet range, and ball diamond. The farm is 65 acres of heaven, and everything we do is there. Things I love are faith, family, business, not whole baseball, and the faith drives everything. I believe there was a creator that breathed this into existence, and that creator knows my thoughts and knows my heart, and so it's not easy to hide from that when you believe that firmly. And the core of my business is whole life insurance. Work with CEOs in deferred comp and estate planning, licensed in all 50 states, sell life insurance. Our team is the key to everything. We have Debbie, Kelly, very sharp ladies. They're sharp-minded, sharp-looking, sharp people. They take care of everything. I have a thought, they take care of it. My philosophy is to talk straight. Life's short. My sales approach is very direct. My fact-finding is very brief. We have a saying that we use throughout the business: be brief, be bright, be gone. We talk fast, we think fast, we listen fast. They know we listened, and then we give it all back to them.
Michael's very into systems, which is wonderful. I mean, technology, he's never told us no. If we needed something, go get it.
So there's 12 business phones in the house. There's multiple nodes on the LAN, the local area network. So anywhere in the house, there's wireless internet. So we're out in the middle of nowhere, but we had to make it up for technology. We have some very close relationships with CPAs and attorneys.
Mike and I first met through a common client where he was the person's insurance agent and I was doing their estate planning. And since then, Mike has referred clients to me, I've referred clients to him, and we've started doing some of Mike's own work.
His focus on teamwork is what has also helped develop our relationship with him. We're both focused on getting the best result for the client.
Mike shares a common goal with us, and that is putting the client first. He is committed to doing the right thing for the client. His integrity is beyond question, and he really functions in the best interest of the client.
I'm mathematically taken with New York Life and their financial strength. I work right out of the balance sheet. I work out of the annual reports, and I show them the strength, and I use that.
Mike always talked about the strength of the New York Life company, and over time he gave me some figures and facts and so forth about the company, so I felt secure that whatever I was doing with him, if he were out of the picture, that I felt that the company would back up what the representations that he made over time.
I had done a fairly good job of building some companies. I hadn't done a very good job of paying attention to my estate. And Mike was quick to point that out and helped us set a game plan.
You knew that he wanted to sell you insurance, but more than that, he wanted to help you to get the plan that you needed and that you thought you had. And he's a wonderful salesman, and yet you never feel like you're being sold.
I can't sell anything unless I personally love it. So if I love it and I care about the person that I'm dealing with, then it's easy for me to be a preacher of the strength of New York Life, a preacher for products that are pretty stable. And so we think we're bringing good things to the table.
He's a man who really cares about the community and the people around him.
He done it the right way.
We've had neighbors stop. Mostly neighbors aren't clients, but we've had neighbors stop, and he says, I want to drop my retirement savings here, about $300,000. And I said, you don't know me. Why would you stop at this farm and say you want to drop off your retirement money? And he said, well, I saw you at the restaurant with your boys, and I like your style.
Mike's character is above reproach. He is a well-trusted
well thought of man in the industry and has proved it day in and day out.
I think that Michael Daly probably is one of the most ethical and honest individuals that I've ever come across. I really am grateful that we, you know, had him come into our lives.
I think Michael's #1 priority to him is his family. My understanding is that's the reason the office is here in the home, is so that he can be here and be available to his family at all times.
Family is everything. Pamela and I have been together for 15 years approximately. If you ask me what my hobby is, it's Pamela. It's hanging out with Pamela. And then my 3 sons, Reed, Jared, and Seth.
When I was growing up, he was always a passion for life, no matter where he was in life, what situation he was in. If he was down, he always was on his way back up.
My husband has a nice balance as far as his business and his family, and I know that's a really difficult thing for people to do.
You know, the farm's like this great magnet for me that says my honey's there and my boys are there, and I'm heading there. From wherever I'm done, I'm heading there as quick as I can.
Yeah. Excellent. Perfect swing.
He teaches us to be focused on what we're doing, and he also teaches us baseball. I think that was his best subject in school.
He also is able to have his baseball field right out in our front yard.
Baseball diamond used to be a cornfield.
He could play a big league team out there if he wanted to.
When we had this council race going on, if you will, we never quite felt like we were in a race. Some of the zone officers and stuff who are our great friends called and said, what are you going to do to get some more business in? And we said, it's baseball season. And there's a lot of parallels to what I would tell the kids that I coach and new agents. And it's hang out with people better than you. Find the guy on the team that hustles the hardest. Watch the guy that does things right. Look who does what I coach and watch the results. Why does he hit for such high average? Why does he always beat the ball out? Why does he catch those flies? Because he does it in practice. You're gonna play just like you practice. And so if you walk in prepared, if you practice well, if you do your homework, then you're gonna play well. It follows.
Center field,
I think Mike cares about people, and that's a big factor in the city of Cincinnati.
We're involved in the community a lot. It used to be downtown, the greater Cincinnati area. We did something called the Character Council that we founded, where we took character training into the police division and into the public schools, and that was a fairly significant effort with Anthony Munoz, the Cincinnati Bengal great, as our spokesman.
Mike took it upon himself to see that every police officer in the city of Cincinnati got this character training. He not only set it up and brought in the speakers, but he did part of the training himself. I can tell you, those men and women on our police force were different people when they walked out of that room.
It helped me to focus on some of the different ways that you like to treat people, you know, as a supervisor and just as a person.
But more recently, it's been Brown County, Ohio, this rural county. It's been our community involvement, and we've undertaken a fairly significant project of starting a manufacturing company and developing 126 acres into an industrial park.
The Brown County area here has been a depressed area, and Mike and I thought there was an opportunity here by taking over a delinquent plant here and refurbishing it with some government assistance, and then providing work opportunities for people in this area.
If it wasn't for selling life insurance, he'd probably never been able to open up this place to have us a job here.
He's put so many people to work in the county. There is, I think, 60 or 70 on one industry he has here.
And he's opening up, and hopefully we can get some things booming around here to get some of these people back to work, you know, close to home.
I told Tony he won't let us down. He'll get us in grass by the fall. Yeah, right. That's what we're looking for.
Michael's personality is the most generous man I think I've ever met. He has a huge heart. He's awesome.
I believe it's totally from the heart to sell life insurance. And I believe that mathematics is only part of it. Most of my clients I consider great personal friends. And when you have somebody's treasure, you have their heart. It's part of the deal. And we think that's a principle you can't get out of.
He has an uncanny ability to draw people close to him and good people close to him.
I've never sold anyone life insurance that I don't love at the end of the sale. And I love them and I care about their families a great deal.
He works hard at what he's doing, and he has a good grasp of what it takes to sell and how to get customers to buy.
I was quite pleased that he became the #1 agent.
He's just a go-getter.
Just a wonderful individual.
He's a great person.
Phenomenal.
Always knew he could do it.
He wants what's best for everyone, so Mike's going to go out there and really work for it.
He appreciates you.
He's a pioneer in the industry.
I don't know what he does with anybody else around the country, but if he handles them the same way that he handled us, he could be the #1 agent for many, many years to come.
You always want to play your best. So if you get the MVP trophy, you know you played your best for a day.